So what's up? How you doing today? We're going to take a look at the acoustic version of Birdsong from the Grateful Dead and at 5 different ideas for jamming on the tune. We could come up with so many more, but we're going to narrow it down to 5. I'm going to play through examples with a backing track and then break down each one, and at the end have a full jam backing track. You can try this stuff out yourself with the charts up as well so you can follow along. So let's check it out. Number 1 is playing the lick, the little melody guitar lick. So let's hear it in context and then break down what it is. So this spot right here. So that little thing right there, kind of a no-brainer. We want to know that and get it down really well. I made a previous video called the Fretboard Challenge, a little series I had going, or still have going. I haven't made one in a while, but hopefully will again. And that was playing this all over the place. So I'm going to put that in the PDF that's going to go along with this lesson. That's going to be actually at my Patreon site. I got the link down below. So if you want the full PDF and the backing track stuff, that's all that stuff is there as well, and all previous stuff as well too. So really get that down here, get it down all over the place as much as you can. It's going to give you the kind of shapes and the sounds that's going to go along with the tune. So the number 2 thing we can do is to know E Mixolydian. That's another kind of no-brainer that the song is in E Mixolydian. So if you didn't know that, that's what it is. It's E with a flat 7. Let's give it a listen. What does it sound like? So we want to make sure we know E Mixolydian real well. So I got the chart right there. So we want to just get to know this as best we can. We don't need to know it everywhere though. Don't get overwhelmed by it. If it's something that's a little new to you, just try it in one little spot, even if it's just like one octave like that. Just get that down. Maybe add that one there, just really own it, and then just start branching out from there. So make sure we get the lick down, E Mixolydian. We're already in good shape, but let's check out the 3rd one, which is playing open strings. So let's see how that sounds. So this is something that gets away from, the kind of stuff that Jerry would do typically, but I do it a lot myself, and that is playing open strings. So we can add open E, open B. Probably don't want to add G because that's going to sound a little weird because we want a G sharp. But say we take this little spot, I was playing something like this, going down like that, but playing this E, playing it here instead, and playing the B here. So when we go down it, and let it ring, so it gives you a much bigger sound. Although I think I was playing something like that, so I was mixing up I can't remember. If you can probably tell already, I didn't just play this right now. I played it earlier. I'm probably wearing a different shirt or something. I don't even know. It might even been nighttime. It looks different. I don't know. But it was something like that. So I think that might have been it. But it doesn't even matter exactly what it is. Just take the concept of putting an open E, an open B, or whatever you want. You can throw in an open D, try it down low. It's getting a little dicey getting that low, but try those top 2 ones and finding little things, little melodies you're making up with the E Mixolydian scale, and see if you can replace any of those E's and B's with open strings and let them ring out, and you'll see, whoa, it gives you a really different sound. Takes a little time to work out, but well worth the time investment. So number 4 is the blues scale. So let's check it out, see how it sounds, and then dive into how this works. So you may be thinking, oh, this is E Mixolydian. It's a very bright, happy sound. Blues scale. Why would we be doing that? It's not a blues tune. It totally works. The blues scale works over kind of all situations if you want to get that kind of more nitty-gritty bluesy sound. So I think I was playing it up here for the example, or maybe we started moving down a little bit down here as well. But just practice the blues scale, and especially if you add the major third. So blues scale has a minor third, G, but the chord playing an E7 has that G sharp in there. So that clashes a little bit, but it can sound good, but maybe it's a little too much. So try putting that major third in there. That kind of stuff. So mess around with the blues scale, adding that major third, and see if you can get that sound. It can help kind of take your playing a little more outside the box, a little something different. So the fifth and final one is playing chords. So not just single notes all the time, but just branching away, playing chords. It's not just for rhythm. It's just not for Bob or the Bob player in a band. Anybody and everybody should be playing chords. So let's give it a listen. Let's hear what some chords sound like as a soloing thing in the jam. So there are endless things we could do with chords. I'm kind of chord obsessed, but I think that comes from me playing bass for many years before I ever touched a guitar. I always wanted to be playing chords, but I was delegated to just playing single notes for the most part. A little while I was doing maybe a little too much, doing some Victor Rudin kind of stuff, because I just was itching so much to play chords. But let's keep it simple though. Let's play this idea that we can get from Bob, what he's doing in his part, which I made one of my first actually dead videos was all about this. I think I called it Fly Higher with Bob's Chords, something cheesy like that, right? And that is taking a C sharp minor, like playing this, to a B minor, but just these three strings, and then keeping these other ones open, the E, B, and E, and sliding it down. So just a quick passing, right? But then why not do any C sharp minor and B minor and get that sound? So say we go to kind of ones we might be more familiar with, like this, B minor, C sharp minor. Let's get rid of the low note here. Just play these four. Play it with the E ringing. And it's like, ooh, that starts to sound like the vibe of Birdsong, right? Maybe we even get rid of the whole four. We just do the top three. So we're focused on the melody note on top, making it sound like a melody, right? Maybe the next three, these three are here. So we have, ooh, that really starts to open it up. That starts to sound like Bob when he starts to move around. But we don't need to be just delegated to the rhythm part. This could be used as the soloing part too. You're going along. Just playing little pieces of it. So this, minor shape here, this one here, this one here, this one here, maybe up here. So I don't have a chart for this because I want you to really try this stuff yourself and really figure this out. It's one way I got pretty good and thorough with knowing my chords is by just trying it really slowly. Sure, I looked at lots of charts, books, things like that, and learned my chords, take a ton of lessons, went to school, whatever. But a lot of it, what I got down for chords was just sitting around and thinking about it and trying it really slowly. But more than thinking, like listening and figuring it out, mapping out the guitar, getting it under my fingers, getting it in my ears. So try it out yourself. Just try out this shape, this shape, even just those two. You got this one then, it's the same thing, this one, and then the little shapes within it. And that gives you a lot of mileage right there. So mess around with that, explore, try out your own sounds, try out with the practice backing track, try out with any ideas you come up with that, and have fun with it, and I'll see you in the next video. you.